Hello and welcome to the Talkin Bits podcast. I'm your host, back from Gamblers Anonymous, Alcoholics Anonymous, Narcotics Anonymous, whatever other anonymous that I was at.
You did it.
I did it.
Congratulations.
I'm back.
We're so proud of you.
Yeah.
You really did it.
And with me is banana head shitbrain himself, Nathaniel Boer.
Yeah,
So,
we're so proud. We're so proud. You got your chip.
I did.
You got your.
I did get my chip.
You got your 1 month chip. That's great.
So.
Yeah, that's really cool. I heard. You know who Ric Flair is? Like the famous WWE wrestler, Nature Boy.
Yeah.
Ric Flair, woo. He allegedly he got his, I think it was his 1 year chip or maybe even just like a month. He got a chip from AA, and then he went across the street to this bar and turned it in for a free drink and just started drinking it, and then never got sober again.
Did they do that?
Yeah.
Oh my God! What
It's a pretty cool bar.
Jesus Christ!
It's a pretty cool bar.
Meredith was telling me the story about somebody that she knows who went like 10 years sober, like quit drinking, went 10 years, and to celebrate their 10 years of sobriety, they got blackout drunk, and then just started it back the next day.
Yeah, that's
and I'm like, what a weird.
I keep telling Andrew McCaffrey that his liver is ready. I think it's been long enough.
Yeah,
I think we fire it up again.
I'm getting over a cold right now, and I've been taking a lot of medicine, and I was just the whole time thinking, I'm like, I'm glad I quit drinking because I don't know if my liver could have handled the amount of medicine
Would have been pretty cool.
I took
On a plane with drinks and Sudafed.
Oh yeah, dude.
Now you're talking.
I have so much. So I did not go to any of the anonymouses. I did go to London, Paris, and Rome.
Yeah.
With my wonderful wife.
The big three.
It really is the big three.
The big three.
Yeah. We did like a belated honeymoon. Yeah. Because we were broke children whenever we got married, and now we're broke adults who are better at saving money.
Yeah.
So if you want to donate to me to
you
pay
definitely
back
are
the
after
trip.
that trip. You're definitely broke.
Yeah.
Now.
We honestly, here's the thing. We actually we spent a lot of money, but we didn't spend that much money there. The bulk of it we had in a savings account that we paid for up front. So we paid for the whole
getting there.
Well, we paid for the whole trip. All of our board and like about 60% of our meals before we went there.
Oh.
So like
interesting.
And that was all through a savings account.
How'd you do 60% of the meals? Were they just like included in the stay or something?
So we did like a group tour thing.
Oh.
So like even the travel in between the countries we'd already paid for. So it was like 34 people total, and I have something to say.
I saw a picture of a big group, and I was like, did they just insert themselves into some spectator group?
Oh my God.
And then I thought maybe it was your whole family, and I didn't remember that part of it. And wait, so 32 other strangers were with you?
And here's the thing. It wasn't. We weren't with them the whole time. I
wouldn't go to Knoxville with 32 strangers.
There was guided. First of all, we didn't know that there was going to be 32 other motherfuckers there. We thought, because Kayla had this app that we like booked it all and like had the itinerary and all that. And it had like a group chat function, and only like 8 other people were talking in it. And we're like, oh, if we're doing these like bus tours with like 8 other people, like that's fine. We get there, there's 32 other people.
Oh my God.
And I have something to say about like 30 of them. So,
wonderful.
Yeah, it was great.
There's 2 that were good.
But yeah, so like really we didn't spend that terribly much while we were there because we'd been saving for it for 5 years, honestly.
Yeah.
But anyway, so let's you know what? Let's start there. If you guys want to hear about Europe, you're gonna hear about Europe.
This is Welcome Back, Michael. That's what this is. This is an episode entailing your travels in Europe, and I'm just gonna insert funny where I can.
Do it.
Go ahead.
So
There's going to be a lot of Germany jokes, but go ahead.
We didn't go to Germany, so they're not going to be misplaced.
You know why?
We did go to Paris.
You know why?
I'd blend in too well.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Pruitt was like, I bet he's going to Germany.
I bet that motherfucker was.
He's going to visit their homeland.
That's funny. You know what? Like I am like. My family is from Europe.
Yeah, they are.
From Spain, though.
He's from Germany, and they're old money. So.
We have our own dictator.
He's got old money.
We don't have Hitler. We have our own dictator.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't even know our dictator's name, but we went to Mussolini.
Isn't it just a piece of ham? Isn't that who runs Spain?
I think they have a president now.
I don't think so. I think it's just a big leg of a pig on a spit.
Maybe.
Hamon, dude. It's Hamon.
Shut the fuck up.
It's Hamon runs that whole economy.
So
go ahead.
traveling there was fine, right? Like we had a red eye flight. I didn't sleep, so we didn't sleep the whole flight because it's just very hard to sleep on a flight.
Yeah. How long is that flight?
So we flew from Atlanta to Philly, and that was like 2-hour flight, and then from Philly to London, which was like 8. It was it must be an 8-hour flight, but they had problems landing because it was so foggy and stuff. So it was like that was sketchy, but that was like added like 45 minutes. So
like 9.
Yeah, it was about
9 hours is a long time to be on a plane.
Yeah, I watched Oppenheimer.
Oh wow, you could almost finish it in that time.
I did.
That's crazy.
I did. I watched it.
Criminally slow, is it not?
I liked the movie. I watched it again when I got back.
I enjoyed it. I just think the pacing is off for me.
I liked it a lot. I watched it twice. I tend to watch all of Nolan's movies twice.
I think there's a massive part of it that could have been cut too. I don't know. His movies for me a lot of times suffer from the opposite pacing. Like Tenet. Did you see Tenet? It was just too fast. Everything.
I thought it was Tenet. I didn't know it was Tenet. No, I mean, I don't know. I thought it was Tenet because I've never
whatever it is. Tonic Water. That movie, it's the dialogue's too fast, the cuts are too fast. It's a jumbled mess.
Really?
And so I think he tried to correct and overcorrected on a little bit.
Could be.
It's like the whole movie's kind of playing on 0.75 speed.
It felt like they had so many famous people in that movie.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Josh
Peck in
Josh
that movie.
threw me off.
That was such a stupid cameo.
I'm not going to lie to you. Josh threw me off.
It pissed me off that he was in that movie because, I mean, like, it was such a small role.
Yeah.
For a rather large, famous actor. Like, I wouldn't say he's like
Josh,
the most famous actor, but he's, like, famous.
Well, here's how famous he is. I just said the word Josh, and you knew exactly what scene and who I was talking about.
Oh, yeah.
So he's Josh, dude.
He's Josh.
Yeah. Drake wasn't in it.
No, Drake's...
He's preoccupied at the moment.
Yeah. Is he in jail or...
No, he's touring again. I just saw a video of him on stage the other day.
It's like Bill Cosby, right?
I don't think he's touring anymore.
Less scale.
I think he's old. I haven't heard much about Bill in a while. Wonder what William's up to. William Cosby.
I didn't know. I knew, like, intuitively his name would be William.
Yeah.
But I did not.
It might not be, honestly. I don't know.
Anyway, so we get to London, and it's fine. But at this point of getting to London, we have not slept. Since we left our house at 9 a.m. the day before, it is 3 p.m. there.
Right.
They're 5 hours ahead, so we are at 25 hours.
Sure.
With no sleep.
So you're bright-eyed and bushy-tailed.
Oh,
William Henry Cosby Jr., just for our listeners. That's who. So from now on, I'm just going to say how much I support William Cosby. And then...
I bet his dad, who he got his namesake from, is very proud of his son.
I bet he's dead. I bet he's been dead a while.
I bet he's been dead since the rape started.
I bet he died, back before, a long time ago.
So anyway, get to London. London is dope, man. So we get to our hotel. Everything's fine. Like, we ended up taking like a little power nap. We meet the group that evening, though, after everyone had already landed. And that's when we realized there's 32 other fucking people.
Terrible. I would have flown home, I think.
We didn't know that. So, for context, Kayla and I, aside from this girl who was a couple years younger than us, who was there with her mom, were the youngest people there.
That I like.
So.
I think that I like.
Really?
Yeah, if it was like a bunch of fucking teenagers wanting to vlog the whole time.
I wouldn't want teenagers, but I would want like young adults.
Anybody who's trying to vlog, I'll kill myself. That's where I'm at.
When I say we're the youngest people there, I'm not meaning like there's a bunch of 35-year-olds. I'm meaning there's like a bunch of 55 and up.
I think I like it. I like those odds.
The tour director, Tom, coolest dude I've ever met in my life.
Shout out to tour director Tom.
Tour director Tom is the greatest guy. Yep. And I love him. We
going
took
to be
selfie
on next week.
Hopefully. He's actually he's from there. He lives outside of London. His sister lives in Nashville. He's going to be in Tennessee next month.
Thanks.
So this month,
Tom.
it's December as we're recording.
Yeah,
so.
tour director Tom.
Tom, if you want on, man.
Episode 72.
I'm for it.
Yeah.
That's anyway. So we meet the group of people. We have to it's like your first day of college where you have to like introduce yourself.
Hate it.
What's your favorite thing?
Icebreaker games.
Yeah. What's your thing you're most excited for?
Oh.
And we unfortunately are sitting we went like third and fourth because we were like sitting like in like the place where it started. Go a couple people down. Somebody just straight up takes our answers. And it's like, okay, that's cool.
Did you say brothel?
Yeah, I did.
He's like, what are you most excited for? Red light districts.
Yeah, we did stay in the red light district in Paris.
Potential terrorism.
In Paris.
Just different things that are not good about Europe. Knife attacks in London. That's what I'm most excited for. I want to be
in the
stabbed.
subway, in the tube.
Stabs?
Yeah.
Oh, they call it the tube.
They call it the tube.
Wow.
I don't
like
the vernacular
like
of the United Kingdom.
The tube feels kind of futuristic a little bit.
I like the tube. I mean, I like lifts whenever you think about it. You know, we call it the elevator.
Yeah,
they call it the lifts. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
I like it. I like it.
I've heard you like lifts.
I do.
In your shoes.
That's a deep cut.
That's an old
The people who
joke.
laughed at that, are real ones. That's a
an
good
old
joke.
roast joke. Good times. Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm also coming over a cold, and I will get to the point of why I have a cold.
Well, here's what we really all want to know. How bad is British food really?
So we didn't have a lot of actual British food.
Okay.
We had fish and chips the first night.
Yeah. From McDonald's.
Yeah, we did have McDonald's in Paris. I'll tell you that story.
That pisses me off.
I'll tell you that story.
Everybody does that.
I'll tell you that. Well, it made sense in the moment. We had fish and chips from this pub in London, and it was actually phenomenal.
Yeah, I would hope so.
To be fair, I had at that point, it was the night we were there. We never slept minus like a 30-minute nap.
Yeah.
So
anything was going to be good.
Anything was good. I did have the best going I've ever had in my life that day.
That's all they have. If their fish and chips disappoints, what the fuck are you up? Bangers and mash is going to set the record straight?
Garbage
food.
I did not eat like the traditional English breakfast, which is like beans and
mushrooms and tomatoes.
Fuck that. I'm not doing that. We had a continental. Well, it's not called. I don't know what it's called, but like a nice breakfast at our hotel. Intercontinental breakfast at our hotel that had all that stuff, and I was like, nah, I'm not doing that. Yeah. I'm too tired to fucking care. Yeah. I did drink so much coffee while I was there because they just give you espresso.
Is it good?
I mean, I drink black coffee, so
I don't know much about British coffee. I don't know.
I'm just talking about in Europe in general.
I would just assume that British culture has raped and pillaged enough of the world to where their coffee would be pretty good. You know, like they're definitely importing it from somewhere that they colonized a long time ago.
Yeah.
They're not growing shit on that island.
Oh, dude, no.
But Sumatra, they speak English in Sumatra, and it's not because that's their native tongue. Let's put it that way.
It's because they're trying to fit in.
Yeah, assimilation is the word. Yeah.
But no, so like so yeah, like the first like full day that we're there, like outside of like being jet lagged and everything, I had the best night of my sleep in my entire life. I was up for over 30 hours and like
I bet.
Yeah.
Did you have your own room or were you with 32 other people? Okay.
We did have our own room. Thin walls.
It's just a bus.
Yeah. So the first day we took like a bus tour with all 34 fucking people.
Terrible.
And let me tell you, that was like, okay, what are we doing here?
Double decker?
No, dude, we didn't get a double decker ever.
Shit.
It sucks. So we did a bus tour, and our tour guide, Ruben, was his name. He was the coolest dude that was pointing all this shit out.
Tour guide
Ruben. Shout out to him. We saw the changing of the guard at the Buckingham Palace.
Cool.
That was dope.
Here's the thing. When you said it, my brain answered cool, and then immediately I went, oh, I don't give a fuck about that at all. I think that's one of those things that they've convinced us is something you want to see.
It was cool. Have you ever seen the change in the guard in D.C.?
Same thing.
Have you ever seen it?
No.
It's cool.
Why?
Because you say you can do it. You say you did it.
Just it's cool. That's what I'm saying.
The changing of the guard at Buckingham Palace was much cooler than the changing of the unnamed soldier.
Oh shit!
I'll say it. There's no fucking bands at the tomb of the unnamed soldier.
Well, it's kind of quiet, right? Don't they kick you out for like babies crying there and shit?
I think so.
Yeah. Now that I like.
There's a whole fucking like marching band, and somebody in our group said something incredibly racist during it.
Oh, cool.
So it was cool.
That's cool.
Speaking of London or speaking of Britain, you know,
and it was you
raping and pillaging.
Yeah.
There's two guards, and I don't know the exact facts of it, but there's two guards at the Buckingham Palace. The ones that were they switch every day. Yeah, and they do this changing of the guard ceremony like every other day or something like that. And the guard that was leaving, was from, I cannot think of what country. It's an Asian country. But so all the people are Asian in this guard, right?
What? Why?
Exactly.
Because colonization.
Probably.
And representation. Imagine for 2 seconds.
Everyone in the guard was Asian.
You conquer the whole fucking world. You destroy, rape, pillage every culture, take it for yourself, and then 200 years later, you're like, let them watch the front door.
Yeah,
throw him a bone.
Where the king lives.
Let the fucking
So, well, he actually doesn't live there. It's a whole thing. Anyway, they're not very big Henry and Meghan fans over there.
No, they are not.
Found that out.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
they're not a fan. Yeah, because they moved here.
They're embarrassed.
They live in L.A. now or something
like that.
They have an OnlyFans.
They don't like Meghan at all.
Yeah, I think
They kind of feel bad for Henry. They don't like Meghan at all.
Don't they have like an OnlyFans account together or
do
something?
they?
No.
I was like, I don't know.
Would it shock you though if you're like,
little
shit,
bit.
you can see Meghan getting railed on OnlyFans? Yeah,
a little bit. Yeah.
I don't think it'd shock me.
Anyway, so
The Queen is humiliated. Rest in peace.
the Queen's dead.
Rest
Saw
in
her.
peace.
Saw where she was buried.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, it was kind of.
I would like that, just to know she's there, just to go.
Well,
Yeah,
I
you're
didn't
underground.
like touch it.
You
You know,
old
I mean,
bitch.
it was like
Yeah.
there was bulletproof glass in front of it, but you know,
Do you remember my Queen Elizabeth joke? I haven't done that in a long time.
no.
That was a great
You want to
joke.
do it?
That was very
We're talking
early.
about London.
No, it was about the raping and pillaging that we're talking about, because I was like, something to do with, I looked up all the country. It was when she died. And I was like, people are all up in arms. Like, some people I know were putting her as like their temporary profile picture
That's
on
insane.
Facebook. And I'm like, do you have any idea American history? You're fucking
That's
crazy. Yeah,
fucking
like,
insane.
and that was and it was like, I looked up all the places she, under her reign, all the places they colonized. And it was like Bermuda, Bahama, come on, pretty mama. Like all these fucking I would go on
That's a good
Aruba,
joke.
Jamaica, I want to take you. It's like literally that whole
Yeah,
Beach
that
Boys song
song.
is just the places on the map that Queen Elizabeth pillaged. Yeah, that was a long time ago. But she's dead. So who's the king now?
Charles.
Isn't he the one where that portrait is like terrifying? The red. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah,
The bloody red. If you don't know what I'm talking about, look it up.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah,
It's like
that
his
is-
official.
I didn't see that while we were there. I didn't even think about that
Ugh,
till just now. Yeah, I know what
terrifying.
you're talking about.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that person, it wasn't even that horribly racist. It was the tone in which they said the thing they said.
Okay,
It was a bunch of Asian people, like children, because they're in the army, and
Right.
army only has children in it.
Right.
That's why they call it the
18
infantry.
to 21. Yeah. Wow.
That was a joke from
It was a
The
long
Office.
setup.
That was a joke from
Yeah,
The Office.
sure.
Anyway,
So it's a bunch of barely legal Asian kids.
Yeah.
Do you know what country this regiment was from?
I don't.
specifically?
He told us, but I don't, dude.
Just off looking at them, could you take a guess?
Ooh. I could not.
Well, let's just
I
say
will
this.
not.
I think you would know if they were Filipino. That's what
Let's
I
just
think.
say-
You would know the difference.
I'll say this. I will not guess. Yeah.
Answer me this. Mainland Asia or island Asia?
Island.
Okay.
For sure.
All right. Okay.
And so the people who were like, what the fuck does that mean? They were tanned. That's
Right.
That's what we're talking about.
More of
right?
like a tropical climate Asia.
Exactly.
Yeah. Not like Siberian China. That's different.
No.
Those people like cold weather.
No. It was definitely more of a. This feels.
So it might be Filipino.
I don't think it was. I don't think.
Oh, they're Spanish. They're Spanish.
I think,
not
yeah.
English. Yeah.
Anyway, doesn't matter.
Go ahead.
This guy just goes, "Why are they all Asian?" It's like, dude, okay,
A fair question.
fair question, but
Yeah.
tone, buddy.
Right.
You know.
Yeah. Yeah. And if you have that accent, don't ask.
Yeah.
Just be quiet.
So we get back on the bus. Driving around, the tour guide keeps calling us rebels because we're from America, and I found that to be quite charming.
This is just sort of passive aggression.
I liked it a lot.
Yeah.
We drove by a statue.
All right, you rebels. Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
We drove by a statue of George Washington. He's like, "There's your guy right there."
Wait, why do they have a statue of
That's what I
George
fucking
Washington?
said.
That's
I was
kinda
laughing.
crazy.
I was laughing my ass off. He
Wow.
gave us the explanation, but I don't.
That'd be like if we had Confederate statues in this country.
It would be.
All right, go ahead. That's pretty weird. Is there any? Do you think there's any political push to tear down the George Washington statue?
Oh, I'm sure there is.
Definitely somebody's
Sure
like,
there
get that shit down.
Dude, there was some
He's a
cool.
traitor.
There was a lot of cool. In all seriousness, though, there was like a lot of cool like statues there, and it was like
Yeah.
it was mostly newer compared to like Paris and Rome.
Yeah.
that we saw.
Of the three, which was your favorite?
Of the three, so
Yeah.
Paris was my favorite.
Yeah.
London's the place to go back to quickest. Does that make sense?
Like just more to do there.
Ease of travel and speaking the
sure.
language is
That's a plus.
kind of a plus.
Yeah.
Paris, there's probably more to do, but like you start running into a language barrier
Sure.
when you start doing like a lot. of
Don't
stuff.
most of them have some concept of English? I mean, that's an international city, right? Like they.
I did not interact with. I'd say I interacted with less than 5 people who did not speak English fluently the whole time I was out of the country,
Pretty cool.
which is crazy. But also like it's not.
Did you get a croissant? We'll get
Oh,
there.
so many.
We'll get to Paris.
Yeah.
All right, we're still in England. Sorry,
But,
I'm getting excited.
No, so London was dope.
I don't really give a shit about London. I'm gonna be honest.
Well, I did the coolest thing. I did the thing specifically for this podcast while in London. Not really specifically for this podcast.
He took tasteful nudes in front of Big Ben.
I did. I saw Big Ben.
Big Ben's
so
what you
much.
call your dick, isn't it?
Yeah, I call it Big Mike. Actually, You know, it's actually not that clock's not actually called Big Ben. The bell inside of the clock is called Big Ben. It's like Queen, or it's like King Charles clock something.
No,
like
it's not. Fuck him.
We went to.
I'll stand on that. Fuck the king.
That night that we did all that stuff, we went to a comedy show.
Oh, that's
in London. Yeah, it was called the Comedy Carnival.
Did you go up?
I did not. So I was trying to find an open mic. I could not find an open mic.
That would have been interesting.
I was gonna do that. I was, but it just did not work.
Yeah,
because Kayla had surprise booked this for me.
Oh, that's cool.
So
you also had 32 other travelers to. Did you have to stay with the group?
No. So there was group stuff. I meant to clarify that. There was group stuff like these bus tours and like some of the walking tours were with that. We spent maybe 25-30% with the group. And then the other 70%, we were just by ourselves doing our own thing.
That's good.
And that's where like all the fun, or not all the fun, but that's where most of the fun. Like they didn't come to this. So Comedy Carnival. So they had it weird. So this is like, we sat like front row.
It's a nice stage.
We sat front row. That was kind of like in the back. It honestly gave me Don't Tell vibes.
I don't like the room.
Yeah. It was cool. That was the lineup they had, breaking it down completely. And I'm going to say, I had a love-hate with this. I did not love those intermissions. Those intermissions were weird.
That's a British thing for sure.
I did not love it. So
for our listeners, so there's the MC comes up and he has 15 minutes right off the rip. And it's also, the show started at 8:30, which is kind of weird.
Yeah.
15 minutes from the MC. He brings up the first comic who does 20 minutes. And then there's a 15-minute intermission.
Yeah.
And then the MC for 10 more minutes. And then he brings up a comic who does 20, followed by a 15-minute intermission. And then the MC comes back up and does only 5 minutes, followed by a 20-minute set, followed by a 1-minute closing set. And then the end. Also, this is the schedule. Like, they're putting this out there for the crowd to see?
Yeah, that was on the bar.
Why would that be on the bar? That's another why is the lineup there so you can go, oh, the MC's coming up for 5 minutes. I'm going to go piss.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's a very British style. That's super choppy.
It was weird. So
how is there any flow to that show whatsoever?
MC was not that funny.
Did it feel like 4 different tiny shows?
It felt like the MC needed to shut the fuck up every time he got on stage.
That's how I feel when I let Pruitt host. I'm just kidding, Pruitt.
No, so
he's only hosted one time and he did great.
The 15 minutes that the MC did up top was actually really good.
Yeah.
It was funny. The first comedian, Michael Shafar, he was Australian. He was one of the funniest comedians I've ever seen in my life.
Australian's good.
I want to talk about his set.
That's good.
When the MC went back up after that, it was like, what are we doing
Why
here?
are you here? Yeah.
And then Kerry Marks was the most British guy in the world.
That's cool.
Killed it.
That's cool.
Loved it.
Was that crowd mostly tourists or were they all local British?
I'll get to that.
Okay.
All right. Get to
that now we're talking.
Yeah.
Now we're talking.
I'll get to that. Yeah. And then whenever the MC went up again, it was not good. And then Finley Christie, he was the last comic who I know is funny. I know he is funny.
Mm-hmm.
He bombed.
But you could see it.
I know
There's
he has
something
good sets,
yeah.
but he did not have a good set that night.
That happens.
He did not do a full 20.
Story of my life.
Oh,
really? He bailed?
He did like 12.
Ooh.
He bailed.
Bailing at 12 is rough.
We were happy.
I mean, that's probably a cultural thing, too. Like, if somebody bailed at 12 on my show, you're not working with me again. Like, that's a real problem over here. Over there, it's probably like,
believe me
for
when
the
I
best.
say it was for the best.
Yeah.
Even if it was a Don't Tell show, it was best that he bombed at 12.
That's fair. I guess if it was that bad.
So, this show felt kind of out of order. So, Finley should have gone first, and Michael should have closed it.
Yeah.
And Carrie in the middle is the best.
Interesting.
Michael Shafar, fucking hilarious, dude. So Australian dude. And he goes up. Are you looking him up?
Yeah.
Yeah. He goes up. He's doing a set, and he's talking about the Olympics. He's like, I got really into the Olympics. I'm from Australia, blah, blah, blah. We had breakdancing. Does all the good stuff. That makes sense.
Oh, he has a special on YouTube.
Talks about immigrating. Does
All
he really?
right, next joke.
I've not watched that, but
I'll
I
watch
kind
it.
of want to.
Michael Shafar. All right, next joke. Go watch it.
Let me see him real quick.
This the guy.
Yep, there's the guy.
Yeah, so he's got a 50-minute special from March of 23 on YouTube.
Oh, so he's been working.
So he's probably about to release a new hour, honestly. Yeah, go follow him. That's cool.
So he does this whole bit about the Olympics, and he's like, and the UK is very bad at the Olympics. They need to start getting people from other countries to do better.
Sure.
And he's like
the Filipino guards at Buckingham Palace.
Yes.
Right.
He's like, go to this northern country to get better bobsleds, or go to whatever country to get this, or get American high school students to get better at shooting. And it kills. It was a very funny joke.
Very good.
And he's like, I'm sorry, is there any Americans in the crowd? Me and Kayla. And then like two people, like two rows back, there's like 3 or 4 people. That was it.
Yeah.
Everyone else was English.
How many, what's the ratio? 4 to
There was about 60, 70 people in there.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
So you become the running joke for his whole
So
set.
we clap, and so do those people.
Yeah.
He doesn't really pay much attention to us, because that's a group of girls. And he's like,
Game on.
hey, welcome to London. What are you guys doing here? You just here to get an abortion or what?
Good. Very good. I like this guy.
Oh, dude, it's so funny.
Yeah.
And he really didn't dig
Definitely
into
canned. He's said it all 100 times before, but it's funny.
For
it's
sure.
funny. Yeah.
Definitely was like, he didn't really sit on talk shit about America. He would just do little jabs to America here.
That's good, yeah.
But it was so fucking funny. At the end of the set, with his intermissions, I ran to the restroom and he saw me. He was like, "Hey, man, sorry about the America jokes." I'm like, "No, man, that was fucking hilarious."
Oh yeah, don't apologize. That's
right.
so funny.
He's like, "Follow me," and I could not follow him because I did not have any service in London.
Yeah.
So I'm glad that we're looking him up because I'm going to follow him.
That's him.
Now.
Michael Shafar. It's Shafar for anybody who's maybe trying to find him. And I think Australian comedy is super interesting. For me, I was thinking about this the other day. If ever, you know how every fucking Ellen DeGeneres is moving out of the country or whatever.
Is she?
Yeah, a bunch of celebrities are like, we don't want to live under Trump's America. We fucking hate cheap gas. We're leaving or whatever bullshit. So they're leaving. I think the only option for me would be Australia. I'd live in Australia.
I don't know.
I would. It's dope. It's dope. It's wild. It's an island full of fucking scumbags.
It's
amazing.
It's an animal full of fucking criminals and kangaroos.
Yeah,
and
it's sick. I would live there.
spiders.
Also, it's quick flights to Asia, which interests me.
You got a little fetish.
Yeah, all the lady boys are just 8 hours away.
Yeah. Dude, I had a dream.
No, I want to go to Vietnam really bad.
I had a dream last night. Why? To commit war crimes? Anyway.
I just feel like I owe them some payback. Yeah.
Okay. Vietnam, is
they're
Vietnam Agent Orange or was that Korea?
That would be Vietnam.
That was Vietnam. Okay.
Yeah, I'm just taking an agent, a travel agent. Orange. I'm going to Vietnam with my agent. I'm going with my agent. It's one of the rare countries where they don't hold a grudge against Americans.
Yeah.
They don't give a shit at all.
Sure.
Well, we lost also, so what are they going to be like?
Hey, publicly.
Thanks
it
for
was a
coming
tie.
over here and losing. Yeah, okay. Sure,
well,
it
we
was.
claim it was a tie.
Sure, it was, dude.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
No, dude, I had a nightmare last night.
That's like when you break up and you're like, it's mutual. Only one person's saying that.
Oh,
and it's the person that got dumped.
The person who got dumped says it's mutual.
It's mutual, yeah.
I couldn't live in Australia because I had a nightmare last night that there was a spider in my house, but it was a huge spider. I'm not even really scared of spiders, but it was like the size of your laptop spider.
Oh, that's manageable.
And I jumped on it.
Not the way.
To kill it.
Not the way to kill it.
How would you kill that?
A gun.
Oh yeah,
From a reasonable distance, not like it's a fucking Koopa in the Mario Brothers games, and you're trying to bounce on it.
So I jumped on it in the dream, and I could feel it moving underneath my feet.
No,
and then it was pancaked on the ground, and it was still fucking moving, and I kept stepping on it, and it crawled underneath my fridge. And then,
dude, a gun. Why not?
Yeah, it was rough.
Guns are free with every purchase in America. Why would you not just fucking use a gun?
I should have shot.
You don't have a gun drawer in your house?
I was
full
dreaming,
of old guns?
so a nightmare.
We got different dreams, you and me.
Yeah.
That's what.
Yeah.
I'm always wielding a gun.
Yours is
my
in
dream.
Korea with Agent Orange.
Yeah.
Or Vietnam. Fuck, I
Yeah.
forget. Anyway, that was London for the most part. We did.
You know that dream where you're back in high school again?
Yeah, is yours? Oh. Yeah, it's accurate for America. It's the most American thing about you.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Red, white, and blue through and through.
I made some.
It's Nerf or nothing.
I was about to say. I'm not going to say it on the podcast. It's okay. It's Nerf.
It's Nerf for nothing, dude.
Dude, I can't wait to get my daughter Nerf guns.
God, let me ask you this: Did they have what, like, besides McDonald's? How Americanized was?
So well, let me. So okay, for food, by the way, in London, we ate at restaurants we will never see again.
Good.
For the most part, like, I say for the most part, but yeah, that's what we did. We ate at the first Mexican restaurant in the United Kingdom.
Interesting.
While we were there in London, and that was like the best tacos I've ever had. That's actually what we ate before that comedy show.
Yeah.
And we ate at some other pub while we were there also. So I say that we didn't spend a lot of time with the group, and really we didn't. What Kayla and I did is, like, we did like these group tours of, like, the first day was like this bus tour that showed like all the monuments and stuff like that, which was actually really dope, and we were so tired, so it worked out.
Yeah.
That evening is whenever we saw the comedy show. The following day we went to Windsor Castle and saw where like everyone was beheaded.
That's nice.
Saw a lot of history. Learned a lot of history, especially about World War II.
Well,
also,
you saw a lot of selective history.
Oh yeah,
that's the problem, right? With touring these fucking places, like especially England, they're like, look at us, we're so proper.
Yeah,
this is where the Queen
I do love
comes
the term
out and
proper.
waves.
I do love the term proper.
Yeah, we're so proper. The Queen wove on this stage, and you look it up, and it's like actually 700 indigenous heads were cut off in one day. Like, holy shit!
The fuck, it wasn't Windsor Castle. It was the other one that we went to.
Buckingham Palace.
No, there's another thing we went into, which it was kind of underwhelming, honestly. But we saw a lot of where a lot of people were.
I don't know why my default British accent is a female. Does that say something about me?
You got a fetish.
Yeah, like I immediately was like, I'm the queen. I'm a queen.
I think you're projecting
I'm
on.
a female.
I think it's kind of like a psychological thing where it's like that's how you feel inside, but you don't want to admit it to
I've always
yourself,
said I'm a queen.
So you just.
I've always said I'm a queen.
Did I tell you that joke, or did you see that post I made about when I ordered that coffee called the Red Queen?
I did see it, yeah.
And I said that's what they call me. Yeah. To a very, very
went over well.
Obviously homosexual person.
Sure.
And I did not enjoy that. So that was fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway.
A lot of that over there? A lot of the L's, the G's, the B's, the T's, the Q's, the pluses over there, or are they a little more chill?
I
feel like they're well,
I don't know. I don't know.
Oh, you didn't get around, huh?
Yeah, I don't know.
See, that's the difference between you and I. I'd be over there. You got to do some
I assume
shit.
it's the same?
No, you got no.
I will say this.
Ireland doesn't fuck around with that.
You know how you always hear about how America's like the most obese country in the world?
Yeah.
It is a stark difference whenever you go to like.
Oh yeah,
dude. I didn't think I could see the difference.
Yeah. The average person is a fucking whale here. We just don't realize it. Yeah.
And then like you go to London and like Paris and all this places where people walk.
Right. And here's the weird like Paris in particular, they just eat bullshit all the time.
Oh, dude, Paris is like.
But everybody's like a supermodel.
Dude, they're so fucking unhealthy because they're so unhealthy, but they're so skinny because
cigarettes
all they do,
and croissants.
Dude, it's cigarettes, croissants, and espresso.
It's my diet. They literally live off the same thing I do,
dude.
But they're fit somehow.
Yeah, dude. It was crazy how like.
You know what it really, and not that we're not going to go down this rabbit hole, but like just the bullshit in our food is what it really is. Like the additives, the chemicals, the fucking RFK is going to straighten that shit out, dude.
You a big RFK guy?
Oh, I love it.
You like the brain worm?
I don't want to understand a word my politicians say, dude. I want to.
You're real excited
about fucking raspy.
You're real excited about all the picks.
I'm pretty thrilled.
A lot of people. I will say this, and I'm not turning it political.
Matt Gaetz.
I'm not.
You're gonna say Matt Gaetz?
I'm not. This is about Europe. Every time like I talk to a local,
and
they're like, "Oh, you're American."
Yeah.
But Trump. Pretty fucking wild, huh?
Yeah.
They talked a lot of shit.
They kind of like him, though.
Nah, dude. Not the people I talk to. The people I talk to talk a lot of shit about America.
They kind of like it.
Yeah.
They like it. Oh, yeah, right. That's fair of them to be like, your governmental system is a bit odd, in it? And their king is painting himself in blood.
They have a prime minister. The king doesn't do anything. It's the prime
Who
minister that
gives
does everything.
a fuck, dude? Brexit my life. That's what I'm saying.
You don't even know what Brexit was.
See your way out. Isn't it a breakfast sandwich or something?
I asked our tour guy, I was like, what do you think about Brexit? He was like, ah.
It's where they want to be independent of is it the EU?
Yeah.
Right?
And it's very like
they want their own money.
Basically. Yeah, they do have their own money, which was that did make life a little confusing.
Oh, they do. They don't have
pounds.
euro?
They used pounds.
That's right.
And that did make life a little confusing while we were there.
Talk shit about America. That'll be 12 shillings, 3 pounds, and 24 bites.
12 shillings? Are you like fucking Fable, dude?
Shillings, that's something that used to be something.
What is quid? I've heard quid before.
I think that's their slang for like $1. Like instead of $1, they say like 50 quid instead of $50.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I said quid to Kayla. She's like, that's nothing. And then I kept saying 12.
Quid pro quo. Am I right?
Ooh, that's what he wants to do with the quid. Either, but do you know what that means?
Isn't that something about breaking the rules or something?
Means
quid pro
you
quo.
You do something on the sly.
Yeah. You do it quid pro quo. I can't even really say it.
Quid pro quo. You do like a little sexy on the sly.
Is that what that is?
On the sly.
Are you sure it's sex?
On the sly.
I think it's just on the sly. I don't think it's sex.
But I think it's typically used
Quid
like
pro
doing something
quo.
on the sly to get something like publicly, like a
something
promotion.
for something. That's actually, I swear to God, that's the Google. Something for something. That's the definition. An agreement between two or more parties in which there is a reciprocal exchange of goods or services. Well, isn't that just everything ever?
Isn't that just barter?
Yeah, it's everything ever. It's every transaction you've ever made. Yeah. I'm going to start saying that. I'd like to buy this Gatorade, quid pro quo.
Yeah, they're going to...
They think I'm trying to fuck.
They're going to think you're trying to fuck, yeah.
Especially when I call myself the queen right before.
So London, though. London was dope. London was dope. So a little bit about the group.
Mm-hmm.
North Dakota was very represented in this group. There was
Interesting.
14 people from North Dakota.
I didn't think they were allowed to leave the state.
There was 14 people from North Dakota. At one point, the tour guide said a lot of people from North Dakota. And I was like, yeah, there's only 2 left in the fucking state.
Right
now.
That economy is failing with them gone.
And what it was this lady, she's never going to listen to it, Mary.
Shout out to North Dakota Mary.
Yeah. She's a tour director with the same company, but in the United States.
Oh, so she takes
people to
foreigners,
or like kids, like
them our jobs.
Or like kids, like school kids, to like Boston, New York, DC.
Oh, like school trips and stuff.
I think it's for adults.
I don't think I would want that job, honestly. I'm like, here's a fucking bell. It's got a crack in it. Isn't that cool?
Yeah.
All right, let's go get McDonald's and get the fuck out of here. Like, I would be the coolest tour guide ever. You guys want to see some shit? I just take them to the hood.
Take them to Skid Row.
Yeah.
LA or something.
This is America.
Yeah. You want to know where your tax dollars go?
Yeah.
Not here.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah.
But there's 14 of them from North Dakota.
You guys ever heard of Figueroa Street? Fucking take you to LA.
14 of them, and they were the worst. Not all.
Oh, really? Yeah.
I mean, they were okay. They were just like very much tourist.
Is it? Well, here's what I would imagine. They probably don't see other people they're not related to very often. So they probably don't have a lot of social awareness.
The racist thing came out of that group.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Yeah, and when you said that, everyone listening probably assumed it was some dude from fucking Alabama. But no, it's one of those Yankees.
We did have the mother-daughter group. They were from Alabama. They were fine.
That's great.
They were fine.
Well, they didn't tell you what they were really thinking the whole time.
Yeah, they didn't love the food.
Also, they went to 3 very white countries.
Yes.
Y'all did not go to Sudan.
Yeah,
you know, like
it wasn't the Middle East tour. It was the European tour. So,
we're going to Turkey on Thanksgiving. Yeah.
But so like Mary, all right,
Mary,
tour guide Mary.
Sure.
I had a joke with Kayla the whole time. I was like, how much are we going to tip Mary for all that she's doing?
Oh.
Because we were on the bus at the end of the tour, and she was like, don't forget to tip the tour guide. Pass it back. And then motherfuckers at her group were like, don't forget to tip the tour guide. Pass it back. Don't forget to tip. And they're like,
pass it, hound.
Fuck, shut up.
Yeah.
We'd be like walking across crosswalks, and almost every crosswalk I saw in the whole European continent had the timers on them too.
Sure.
So like, you know, sometimes they don't, but they all did. She stopped in the middle of the crosswalk. She's like, 22 seconds, guys.
I
like,
hate Mary.
Fuck.
I hate Mary.
Up.
Yeah.
And then there'd be times where it was like,
she'd be Bloody Mary if I was there, dude.
In London, so they went, her and her posse went to see, I don't remember, some show, I think Wicked or something. Yeah.
Her and her North Dakota posse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Her clique.
Which is just a Sturgis rally, by the way. That's a fucking North Dakota posse.
Dude, so they went to see like Wicked or something. And so like a hotel we stayed at was like right by the subway station. So right by the tube.
Yeah.
And Kayla and I, that was the night we went to see the comedy show.
Good call.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we were in the subway station, but we had to get cash out for whatever. We had to get pounds out, and we were at the ATM, and they're like, it's right by like where the subway station is, and Mary sees us at the ATM. She walks up, and she's like, "Do you guys need any help?" It's like,
No.
bitch, we're fucking at an ATM. Do you think what do you think we need help with?
I need you to lay down in the tube, Mary. Yeah. That's what I need. I need you to take a nap in the tube.
We're just fucking we may not have traveled as much as you because this is what you do for a living, but like we're
even then,
competent.
She's in Boston. What the fuck does she know about
20
pounds?
We're 28 years old. I will extend the
like,
entire...
Mary, why don't you drop a couple pounds? How about that?
I will extend the entire resource of the internet before I ask you for fucking help on anything.
Also, you have literally the fucking Library of Alexandria in your pocket.
Yeah.
Why do you need North Dakota wisdom?
We are also in a country where we speak the language of everyone there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's not like we're...
Would you like me to translate?
It's not like we're fucking...
My friends here would like to withdraw some pounds.
Exactly. Like, we were just getting cash out to tip... She fucked her tip up, honestly, is what it was. We were just
Mary did?
Yeah. I'm just kidding. But
she made you tip.
Yeah. No, but dude, it was just always like
I didn't think tipping was a thing over there.
It's not for the most part, but there's some things that it's kind of like
tour guides.
Yeah, like the tour guides and like
that's capitalism, baby. You're welcome.
The bus driver. I did not agree with tipping the bus drivers. Call me crazy. I don't agree with tipping.
He's driving the bus.
I don't agree with that. I think like
big deal.
Whatever. I don't really.
Wheels go round and round, dude.
We've
all heard the song.
I don't agree with tipping tour guides either. The tour director Tom, he earned a tip at the end of it. He was great.
Shout out to tour director Tom.
And that was part of the reason because he's from England, so we had to get pounds out, and that was why we were getting pounds out for him. That night.
You couldn't give him dollars and he'd figure it out?
Well, he said we could, but he's like, well, I am from the UK, so I prefer pounds because you have to pay a conversion fee if you.
Oh. That's annoying.
Yeah. And
why?
I don't know.
It costs money to switch money.
Yeah. Did you not know that?
No.
Yeah, dude. It's not.
Does it do that here?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. We do get calls all the time at the credit union I work at asking if we have international currency exchange or whatever. And I'm like, we have 6 locations, one of which is in Marion, Virginia. You think we fucking have yen on hand?
You want to hear something crazy?
How many rupees do you think we have in this bank?
They probably meant like foreign transactions, like if they use their credit card.
They ask all the time.
Oh,
can I bring some currency in exchange? I'm going to Japan.
Oh, that's fucking insane.
Shut the fuck up.
That is fucking insane.
Shut up.
I don't like that. Just go to the fucking airport like everyone else.
That's what we tell them.
What was crazy is we have 2 credit cards. Well, we have more than that, but like we have like our joint credit card, which is like a travel credit card.
Okay.
Right?
Sure.
And then we have like a credit card through Amazon.
Okay.
Our travel credit card, it literally, when we signed up for it, it is the travel credit card through American Express.
It's for travel. Has
an international transaction fee.
Yeah, they all do. I see that a lot too.
Our Amazon credit card did not.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh. I get that. I used to get those calls a lot when I worked in the call center of like, what's that 6 cents Visa Int fee? I don't know what Visa Int is. I didn't pay no Visa Int. Why is it 25 cents?
Did you travel abroad recently by chance?
Well, I ordered something from fucking Uganda. Would that be it? Yeah.
Was it really only like 6 cents?
It varied. Sometimes it's usually like under $5, the international fee.
Fuck off.
Yeah, I don't know what that Visa Int is. I heard that 25 times.
But dude, London.
Y'all got rupees?
I'll wrap up London because I have 2 other cities to talk about. Yeah. But yeah, London was dope. Mary was the worst. She only got worse as the trip progressed.
Shout out to Mary.
I do want to give an honorable mention. He'll come up a lot later.
Okay.
To John and Betsy.
Shout out John and Betsy.
John and Betsy are an older couple.
Mm-hmm.
John is late 70s. Betsy, I'd say maybe early 70s.
I like him already.
Second marriage. You're not going to like him for long.
All right. So far, so good.
John is a very nice individual.
Sure.
John's a very clueless individual.
As most 70-year-olds are.
Betsy is a very...
Is he interested in running for president?
He is running next time.
There you go.
While he's in his 80s.
You heard it here first.
Yeah. So
vote John 2026.
There's things that happen that will probably prevent him from
2026.
2026, next presidential election. Nathaniel Brewer's going to be on the ticket.
Yeah, that guy's fucking clueless.
Anyway, Betsy is a little bit younger than him, but she's still like late 60s or 70s.
Yeah.
Very nice. Fucking leaves John every chance she gets.
Okay, yeah.
They are married.
So John became your problem.
And John is very clueless. And every time Betsy leaves him, John freaks the fuck out.
For anyone who skipped 44 minutes into the episode, this is not a role play game that we're talking about. This is real life. This is like out of context. Betsy leaves John. This sounds like an old, like, Dick and Jane run. They throw a ball.
Yeah.
This is
sounds like a word association game, right? Yeah. So John, I did have one more thing from London with John.
Warm-up exercise.
So you have to pay for the bathrooms a lot in London. And one night we were taking the tube.
Pay for the bathrooms?
Yeah.
Fuck London.
It's like 50.
Dude.
50
Who gives a shit?
Not pounds, because it's not like full. It's like 50 cents, but whatever.
Fuck London.
If you buy something from a place, you can use it, but like a public restroom and like a subway station, you have to pay for it.
Fuck London, dude.
Whatever. It's the whole of Europe.
I'll shit in front of the door.
They're cleaner.
I'll shit in front of the door.
Do you know why
free.
you have to pay for them? Because they have attendants working the whole fucking time and they're so clean.
Care, dude.
Anyway.
I don't care. I want my bathrooms dirty and free. I'm an American.
So
I want my key to the bathroom tied to a hubcap. That's what I want.
We went to the mall on Black Friday, and Kayla went to the bathroom at Dick's, and she walked out and was like, that was the most disgusting thing I've ever seen in my life. She said there was used tampons all over the floor in the bathroom.
And apologize to her for me, by the way. I didn't mean to leave those out. I was in a rush.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
Anyway,
my queen.
So the last thing I want to say about London, we're in the subway station. I don't know where we were all taking the subway at the same time, which was a fucking problem. But
the tube.
Yeah, the tube. We just like I go down to the bathroom and John is in front of me, and it's like a tap to pay turnstile. Mm-hmm. So you tap your credit card, you turnstile in.
Sure, confusing to somebody like John.
Credit card,
right?
Turn,
right.
Get it?
He was there for 25 minutes.
He goes, and then it doesn't work because all he does is just smacks it.
Smack, yeah,
yeah, and he keeps doing it. And the attendant is like, hold on. John goes one more time, pushes it, breaks it. Power goes out in both the bathrooms.
Pretty neat.
Yeah.
Pretty neat. Here's the question. Why is the bathroom's power
I have no idea.
Routed to the turnstile?
No idea.
At this tube entrance.
No
Fuck
idea.
England, dude. That's what I'm saying.
That was a weird one. I have no idea.
USA.
Anyway, so we're pretty much done with London. There were some other small odds and ends, but I did love London. The ease
Dude,
of
we can
travel
have people
was great.
shoot up our subway, and that light in the bathroom stays on.
Yeah. I've never been on a subway in the U.S. I'm scared.
Never rode a local tube?
Nope. I don't think I've ever been in a train in the United States.
You ever been on the Knoxville subway?
Do they have a subway?
Yeah, there's one right there in Market Street or Market Square.
Do they really?
Yeah, it smells delicious. It's
I'm
great.
Sure.
Yeah.
Are you being serious? They have one?
subway right there.
Oh, fuck off. Fuck off. Anyway.
That was actually just for Andrew McCaffrey, and he's not going to hear this, but he has a joke about that subway in Market Square that makes me laugh.
That was good.
He's always like, I was walking around Market Square today, and I thought to myself, God, I could go for some Subway.
It's a good joke.
It's just there. It just smells delicious all the time.
Last thing in London, we took the Euro Star, which is just a train.
Sure.
From London to Paris.
Are there stops along the way?
Nope. And just like imagine Harry Potter, you know how they get on the. You've never seen Harry Potter.
Never seen it.
Well, for everyone else.
Yeah.
Yeah, they get on the train. And they go straight to Hogwarts.
Yeah. Sure.
That's what you do.
No stops. Is it like a bullet train? Like it's fast?
Yeah. Not like a bullet train, but it is fast.
It's fast.
It's like like
Amtrak. Not like a coal-fueled like Dollywood.
It was going like 200 miles an hour.
That's pretty quick.
Something like that, I think. Maybe not that fast. Maybe 200 kilometers an hour.
How long is that train?
It's like 2 hour ride.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
2 hours from London to Paris.
Yeah, it wasn't bad at all.
Man, Hitler got there quick. Huh?
Getting on that fucking train and getting off that train was kind of annoying. Not because it was an annoying thing and it's not set up. It's very efficient, but we're traveling with 30 fucking Ford tourists.
Oh, right.
So
one of which is John.
And
I would imagine John's holding up the line.
John's a problem.
Yeah.
Often. John's
a real travel problem. Now, you said they're older, so my guess would be they saved their whole life for this and they're doing this before they die.
Also, I do need to say one thing about the trip. It is advertised and every bit of it is like, this is a heavy walking. Like, you will walk a lot.
Right.
There was another couple. I don't know their name.
There's a few that didn't read. Yeah.
I don't know their name. One of them could not walk more than a couple feet without sitting down.
Sure. Due to
You know how I said that Europe is like a lot skinnier.
Right. Well, I was hoping you would say, "Oh, it's a medical thing," but no, it's just
people were looking
due to quarter pounders with cheese. That's
people were looking.
Oh, were they?
No, I'm just kidding.
Locals for sure were like that fat bitch can't even. Yeah.
But there was like a lot. But there was a couple people, and not a lot of people complained. Now Paris is where people really start complaining.